Hello, welcome to November 10th. Look at the little eyes peeking at us there. Late 2024. Oh, I got a piece of dust in my eye. My name's Kurt, and this is my daily good life meditation. This is an exercise that I do each and every morning to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I prepare for the coming day. I recite the creed, and I prepare myself to die today. Ooh, sounds so dramatic, but it really is probably the most important part of this exercise, is to make sure that I'm ready to die. Because if I am ready to die, then that means my affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work is complete. And you can just go gently into that good night. Oh, isn't that nice lighting? So last night and yesterday, a really good day yesterday. Nothing really challenged me. It was a Saturday, and what the heck did I do? I was a full day. Completed all my work, all my tasks. Oh, and I saw Pat. Yeah, I went down to Riverside. I went to Temecula. Pat came out from where she lives and met me halfway in Temecula, and we had lunch. She bought me lunch at In-N-Out. And I even got a chocolate shake. Thank you, Pat, if you see this. That really, seeing Pat was my boss's boss in 2014 when I came to America the first time. And it was between my boss and Pat that they gave me the space and time, not really the space, the time and the opportunity and the trust to build my skill set back after more than a decade not being in the IT game. They made it possible for this whole American thing to happen. Without them, I would not have been able to come back to bring my family. I mean, maybe I would have found another way. Not likely. It was a kind of a roll of the dice. I mean, I only had limited funds. It took 2 airplane trips to come to America to do interviews. I mean, literally getting on an airplane and going from Shizuoka up to Tokyo, getting to Narita, getting on an airplane, flying to America, arriving in the evening, sleeping the next day, going to the interview, and then the next evening getting back on the plane and get back to work. I had to do that twice. That's expensive. I wasn't making a lot of money. I had a family to support. I literally was, go Snake Eyes. And then I got the job and got here to America and didn't know what I was doing. Was clearly evident that I didn't know what I was doing, expected to be fired, and rolled up my sleeves. And I don't need to belabor the point, but it was a lot of hard work to get that opportunity. So probably not. If this effort and opportunity had fallen through, if it hadn't worked out, I probably never would have had the means nor the will to try again. Not that would have been particularly bad. I had a fine job in Japan, although by the time I got here, I'd quit that job and I didn't have it anymore. That would have been a real disaster. Because when you first get hired in such that position, you're in a 1-year probation period, and it's well within the organization's rights and means, and it is proper for them to get rid of us if we're not a good fit. It happens, and I maintain it probably should have happened to me. I probably would have fired me as I've toned down a lot. I probably would have fired me back then for cause. The person I am now, especially having gone through the experience of being given a chance and climbing out of it, the person I am now would give myself more slack. So thank gosh I wasn't managing myself in 2014. I would have cut my own throat, which would have been bad, because then I would have no job. I'd be stuck in America. All my savings would be gone. My family back in Japan waiting for me to come back and support. That would have been the second great fall. Talk about rolling the dice, man. But we're all on the other side of that. It all worked out. I saw Pat yesterday, and seeing Pat and having our talk really kind of just brought this whole America thing back around and home. It was good. It was cathartic. It was enlightening. So that's why I'm still riding this high, or maybe it's the chocolate shake. Now that I've only have like 5.5 weeks left in America, I'm availing myself of every opportunity. You know, if I go out to In-N-Out, I don't get a cheeseburger. I get the double, and then with the animal fries and chocolate shake. So anyway, it was a good day yesterday. The creed consists of 8 objectives: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully, and to keep my balance. I'm going to focus more on that once I get transitioned to Japan. Sure, it'll be in the context of Japan. Those that are interested in Japan will get that. But the main focus, the main drive of my videos will be to share the Good Life Creed and the story of going alone. Because it's consequential. It works. It's a system that works. So why not share it? I think it'll be helpful to others. As for today, I'm going to go meet Trevor now down in Orange County. He might buy the car. Trevor's a long time friend of the channel, a personal friend too. He's had his own Japan adventure recently, and it'll be interesting to catch up. We're going to have lunch, another consequential lunch. Am I ready for death? Are my relationships sound? I went all through this already. Yeah, relationships are sound. My affairs are in order, and my life's work is complete. Bring it on. But I'd like to get a little more time. I still have important things I want to do that I believe are important in the scope of things, right? Namely, the aforementioned sharing. Goodness gracious. Is it a lion? Oh my gosh. It's an enormous hog, the size of a lion. Wow, that's big. Anyway, wish you well. Being safe, but not too safe. Take care. And thanks again, Pat. I really enjoyed our lunch yesterday. Thank you so much. It's my turn when you get to Japan. I'm going to show you the sights. You're going to get the best photos of Mount Fuji, and we'll take you out some amazing food. Take care. Bye-bye.